Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. This is Health Wise Shula. So, today we have a topic that affects, Africans that we're going to be talking about today. So, let me introduce myself first. My channel name is Health Wise Shula. If you've been following me, you already know my channel is all about nursing, just encouraging, young graduate nurses how to be able to adapt to the floor. And also, it's all about health, physical health, mental health that we're going to be talking about today. It's also about, lifestyle, just the everyday life of a mom. Um, a working mom, and finally also home decor. If you have been following me since December when I did the vlogmas, you would notice that I had a lot on home decor, especially Christmas decoration. So that's what this channel is all about. So I see that some people are joining in. So thank you so much, Sriram, for joining in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Rose, thank you for joining in. Welcome. Thank you so much. Franklin, thank you for joining today. So, today we're going to be talking about mental health. As you all know, there's a lot going on now, especially with the pandemic, so it hasn't really been easy. So a lot is going on right now. So I'm just gonna give some time for more people to join in, and then we'll dive right into today's topic. So today we're talking about, mental health. We're talking about how do Africans deal with, depression and anxiety. Oh my God, Simply, thank you so much for joining. How are you? Nice to be here. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so beautiful. Thank you, Simply. Thank you. Let me share your stream. Thank you. Thank you, Simply. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't even shared it yet. So I'm still, I just got in. So, yeah. So let's wait for some more people to join in, and then we'll be talking about mental health today. While I'm waiting, I'll go ahead and share this on Facebook and on YouTube. Yeah, keep coming in. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. Irene, welcome. Irene, welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us, Irene. Thank you simply for sharing. Thumbs up done. Thank you so much. So let me go ahead and share it. I haven't shared it yet. So let me share that. Keep coming in, guys. We'll listen up on your topic. It's nice. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Let me share. Share. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I'm still sharing this. Irene, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. I'm just waiting for more people to join. We're going to be talking about mental health in the African communities. Like, how do Africans deal, with depression and anxiety? Because as an African, there's too many stereotypes. So, um, like Africans cannot be depressed or something because we grew up in church. So, we have to pray through every situation. So, if you're trying to say or trying to even mention the word depression or anxiety, nobody wants to hear about it. So, it's like, how do we deal with it? Hello, Sam. Thank you so much for joining. Thumbs up done. Thank you. I am doing great today. I am doing wonderful. So thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm just waiting for more people to join. We're talking about depression in African communities. So let me ask you, Sam, what do you think? What do you think? How do Africans deal with depression? Like how does our the question does depression affects Africans at all? Because I know growing up, you could not even mention that you had any form of anxiety or depression, and that has taken a toll on our community right now to the extent that people are committing suicide and killing themselves. So it wasn't something we heard about, but now it's really prominent. So let me know your ideas on how Africans deal with depression. Sam, Irene, simply let me know. Host, I'll be back. Okay, just came to support. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be here waiting. So keep coming in, guys. Let me wait for more people to join. All right. Hello, Matilda. Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Matilda. Welcome. Yes, let me give you a blue jacket, Matilda. Thank you. Thank you, thank you for the love. Irene, how are you doing, dear? How are you doing? Hi, Matilda. Simply says hi, Matilda. Matilda, greetings, Irene. Estelle is in the house. Estelle family, thank you so much for joining. Thumbs up, done, done, done. Thank you, Estelle. Thank you for all those who are just joining. Now we're talking about mental health. Estelle, if you could just tell me how, Africans deal with mental health, because depression and anxiety is something that it's becoming rampant now so than it was earlier. So there's a lot of Africans dealing with it to the extent that they're committing suicide. So is there a better way that they would have dealt with it? So if you have any ideas, let me know, Estelle. Irene says, in my country, if you fall into depression, you must find in my country, if you fall into depression, you must find a way out of it. Yes. That's so funny. It's not even something to laugh, but I'm laughing because I know as Africans, you cannot it's like there's no room for depression. So if you're depressed or you can't even voice it, like Irene said, just find a way out of it. And usually it's not easy to get out of it because you haven't expressed you cannot even express what is happening to you. Nobody has time for that. So just get out of it. Estelle, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. If you have any ideas on how Africans can better deal with depression and anxiety, let me know in the comment area. Mega love shout out Irene. Share done Estelle. My sister Irene, I'm fine by God's grace, says Estelle. Irene says the government alone is depressing. You just have to try and come out. And that's the main thing with you know our African community. It's like, you know, the government itself is not helping us, so it's so depressing that you have, because I know Africans are hardworking. You put on all this effort, and then you don't see no returns. Oh, sorry about that. I should have turned off my phone or put it on silent. Yeah, let me put it on silent. Yeah, so like I was saying, you put all this effort in and you don't see any return. So it's so depressing. Wow, Josie is in the house. Hello, Josie. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello, everyone. Josie. We're talking about depression, Josie. Thank you for joining. Um, Josie, I don't know if you noticed, I cut my hair. I want to look like you. Looks like looks like low haircut now. That's the way to go. So yeah, I'm telling you, cutting your hair takes another headache of wondering, what you're gonna do with your hair or whatever. So I went ahead and chopped it off, and I see that you've been rocking your short hair, Josie. So let me join you in the club. Let me join in. I'm loving it so far. It took me forever to make this decision, but when I did it, I thought I was going to feel bad, but not at all. I was so happy. Just the fact that I can wake up and wash my hair, it feels really good. I wanted to ask if you cut it, and yeah, I cut it, Josie. I cut it. You don't even know the headache. Probably know, but it's just too much headache. Trying to maintain your hair. So now you just wash it and shake it and go. Shake it and go. So yeah. In fact, I love my short hair and I'm okay with it. Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm loving it so far. I'm just loving the fact that I don't have to think about it. Ike, welcome, Ike, welcome. That's my sister from Cameroon. Welcome. I joined the short hair club 2 weeks ago as well. My hair was, oh wow, at brass stripe length. Man, why did you cut it? Oh my God, why did you cut your hair, Ike? I know mine, it was just, there's so much going on, and thinking about hair was just another. I was like, you know what? Let me cut it. Let me cut it. Big ups, big ups. Irene says big ups to all with short hair. I know, Irene. I know. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy I made this decision. I thought I was going to cry, but it's okay. It's so nice. You look good with it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Josie. So, Ike, how are you liking the short hair? Are you enjoying it? Are you adapting? Mine is just, I cut it like 3 days ago. So it hasn't even been a week yet, but I already love the fact that I can just get into the shower and not even think about, trying to put cover the, no, just get in and get out. Oh my God, Ruth is in the house. Ruth, welcome, welcome, welcome. Ruth, so who is this fine? Thank you so much, Ruth. Thank you for the compliment, loving your new look. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm loving it too. You know, Ruth, you're so full of compliments, and I love you with that. I remember when we were in the live, I think it was Sonia and this, cute guy was there. You complimented him, and I guess, he's his computer was having issues, but thank you so much. Thank you for that compliment. Ike said, I made a mistake with one of my hair regimen. Oh, that contained egg. So my hair started transforming into dreadlocks. Oh my God. Well, so how short is your hair? Is it lower than mine, or is it like almost the same? Or did you just, cut off everything? How That's why I have low haircut. See, I think it's a trend. Like all my friends and family have like low hair. I have been like pushing it back all this time, but everybody that I know has a low haircut. So this is a new trend. Wow, new haircut. It suits you. Thank you, Simply. Thank you so much, for the compliment. Oh, it's as low as yours. Okay, okay. Yeah, let's keep it this way, and then I'll see what's next with the hair. I'll see what's like. But for now, I'm just loving it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this live stream. It's just gonna be a brief one. Like we always say, it's gonna be brief, but then it drags in. But I don't want to take so much of your time. I don't want to take everybody's time. So thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you're here today. We're talking about mental health, guys. A lot has been going on in the African community. That Africans are now like committing suicide. This was not something that we heard about, growing up, about people just, committing suicide. So my question is, how should Africans deal? I think the better question here: how should Africans deal, with anxiety and depression? Because I know in our African community, there's nothing like that. Like Irene said, if you are in depression, find a way out of it. Nobody really cares about you being depressed. So what are some of your suggestions, or what do you think um, can help stop the rate of suicide due to depression and anxiety in the African community? If you have any ideas, share with us. Thank you so much, Josie, for the share done. Estelle say, please join us, start making your hair. Estelle say, make your hair, women, make your hair. We have done it, we have tried it. It's okay. Let's go this route now and see where what the next level is. But Estelle, you know what, you're good. I saw one of your videos that you were doing your single braid. So I think if you can manage your braids yourself, if you can do your hair yourself, you're already, you've won the battle halfway. But if you have to be, seeking for help, and it's just too much. It's just too much to be scheduling, and if it's not well done, it's looking a mess. So Estelle, yeah, so I will be plaiting my hair this weekend. Oh, okay. So Ike, you can do your hair too. So I try on YouTube. I'm looking at the YouTube videos. So I tried before from time to time. So let me enjoy this short hair process, and then we'll go from there. But from time to time, I'll braid it. This is not gonna be just. That's why I didn't cut it too low, because I know that I might want to braid it. So at least, but now I have an option that if it's not braided, at least it's not looking that bad, or be worried. Ruth says thank you. Let me see. Let me catch up with the comments. Uh, Ruth, Ruth is saying hi to you. Ruth is saying hi. Yes, guys, let's talk about these mental health issues. How Josie says, Ruth, darling, this will be easier to maintain. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very easy. Estelle said, do what makes you happy. If it if the music plays, dance. If it become no one can make you happy. So true, so true. If the music plays, dance, no one can make you happy. So true, Estelle. Thank you so much. Ruth says I'm also on a low cut, but I break, once in a while. Yeah. So that's what I'm. That's all my goal. Once in a while I'll braid my hair, but still, it was just less stress for me. Ruth says hi, Estelle. So hi. Oh, Jenny is in the house. Hello, host. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Jenny. Lovely. So I haven't shared the link. I have to share the link. So anyone can join me up here. So that we can just talk about this depression. So that we can save more lives. People are losing. That's the worst type of way to lose your life, through voluntarily. Like it's already hard enough losing your life, losing a life. Then imagine someone taking their life. It's just, or someone killing an entire family. This was not something that used to happen in the African community, but it's so rampant now, and it's just saddening. Like we should, bring this conversation out there and let Africans know that there's help out there. There is help. You can seek for help. You can talk to people, because I think there's a stereotype, as Africans, you cannot be depressed. You get in it, get out of it, but there are people trained for that. I know you're like, why would you go and tell your problems to somebody? But believe me, if you know that there's something really, really serious that you cannot share with your family, it's better to tell a stranger. Sometimes you just talking to somebody, so mental health is just part of health. Just like how you go to a doctor's appointment for your annual, checkup, or your dental checkup. Let's try to treat mental health the same way. So let me hear your suggestions. Share link, let's start talking. Okay, Josie, me, I can't comb my hair in style, so I prefer shortcuts. I know. All right, Josie, let me share that link real quick. uh let's see here. Josie said she just find her niche, which is talking. That's amazing. Talking pays. All right, guys, I put the link up there. So join me. Let's talk about this mental health and save lives. Please, guys, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Hey, mega love shout out, Simply. Mega love shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Simply. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, guys, as you can see, everyone has a blue jacket. So this is another opportunity for us to get to know each other better and, connect with each other. So, you know, this is an open place. So I gave everybody a blue jacket. So if you want to promote your channel, you can do that, you know. So I shared the link. So I'm waiting for some people to join. Let's talk about, mental health in the African community. So here, let me see. Oh, Jenny doesn't have a blue jacket. Okay, Jenny, I gave you a blue jacket. Okay, let me see. Oh, so I've been talking. Can you hear me? I just found out I was mute. Thank you, Josie. I was just welcoming you and Estelle in the house, saying that, Estelle, welcome. Josie, Connor, welcome. Yes, we're talking about mental health today. I didn't know I was mute. Thank you for letting me know. I was wondering why nobody was answering when I said hi to both of you. So thank you so much for joining. What's up, guys? Or
Yeah, I hope you're doing well too.
yes, yes, thank God. Yes, I am.
Hello, everyone in the chat.
You
Yeah.
know,
So we are talking about mental health in Africa, right?
yes, Africa, yeah, Africa.
How we can do what? How we can solve it or how we deal with it.
Yeah,
Or
how to better deal with it so that it doesn't get to the point where we're taking our lives. Not only in Africa, like Africans in general, like wherever you are, in the world as an African, how can we deal with mental health, with anxiety, depression? Yeah.
we are Africans, and we believe in so many things. So
Mm,
for me, I feel like Africans, we don't take mental health, or when somebody even say the person is depressed or something like that, we don't take it serious because
mm,
of some mentality we have. In Africa, most believe mental health, when even when you have a mental health illness in your family, and
mm,
some parts of the world or some parts of Africa, it is even very difficult for the ladies in that family to even get a husband or anything like that. Because of our beliefs, some people thought either you are rich, you are rich. Like, we believe in so many things to the extent that the ones we need to take care of as an health awareness, we associate it with so many things. Um and back in Ghana, our house was somehow close to the hospital, and they have a mental health part there. When they even see you, you are going for those who
mm.
have that illness, going for drugs or something like that. They will be pointing hands on you. They will be calling all sorts of names. Some will even say you are mad. Some people, they are just depressed. They want some drugs to even calm them down. Some are really suffering with this mental health issue. When they even see you going for drugs, hey, they will be calling you all sorts of names. So I feel like most parts of Africa, we really need awareness. We
Yeah.
really need education on mental health. Even as a family, if you are in a nursery school and you want to pursue that part of course, your family will be saying all sort of. But in
Yeah.
Africa, I can say in Ghana now, mental health pays more than any other sectors in the health facility, because nobody wants to branch to that side, and they are
Mm,
looking for people. Now it pays more than any other this thing at the health area, because nobody wants to work there. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But all I can say is because of our belief,
right.
because of our we believe in so many things. We
Yeah.
believe in so many things to the extent that the ones we need to take care as illness concerning health, they will say, like, sometimes I feel like some things we should just understand it so easily, but our people. So I feel like the government is also, like, the government is also a human being just like us. So the government also believe in those things. So they are not taking it so serious. They are not
Mhm.
taking it so serious. You know,
Yeah.
that some people after birth they get some mental health issue. if
Mhm.
if you've heard about it or you've noticed,
Yeah.
I know you are a health worker, you know about that. you know
Yes.
for me, my children, I went through a lot. If I were not to be, like, let me say, to be advanced country, like, but now I wouldn't have known where to be, because someone was in the house with me. I had to get a psychologist who always
See.
come to me and they talk to me. And but if I
Mhm.
were to be in Ghana, like, nothing
So
like that will, yeah, and what will happen is, one day I'll be naked roaming about in town, you know, but here they take everything so serious. They take everything so serious. So I feel like our people don't take that part serious. They don't really take it serious. I'm telling you.
mm-mm. No, they don't. And the thing is, that is saddening, is that they make fun of you. They make fun
Yeah,
of you, and just you telling us now, Josie. I see that you have matured. Just telling us about what you went through after pregnancy, because that is a real, depressive state for some people.
yeah.
But if you put that up in Africa, they
They
will
will tell you, are you the only person who has given birth? Are you the only
exactly.
person? Like, you fool yourself too much. What is that? Like, they will say all
Yeah.
sort of things.
Yes. Sorry, Estelle, your network is having issues, but yeah, like Josie said, that's why we're bringing this, and I just wish like more people should talk about it. I'm happy that Ghana is having that awareness now, and that they're paying more for that. You know, for people to branch into that field, because it's real. Sometimes like my own experience when I was back home, I was also with that mentality, like depression, like how can you be depressed or stuff like that. But depression is real. It's real. Like it's a mental disease that really messes your mind up. That some people's own really advance until you see them on the street. But if they have started, working on it when it started, taking medications, talking to psychologists, because sometimes, especially now with the stress abroad, you cannot even explain it to your spouse. Your spouse will not understand, or maybe will be like, "Oh, get over it." Some spouse are, understanding, some are not. But if you have somebody that you can go there, let's say, once a week or once a month or whatever, and just vent, they are there to listen, they are there to tell you how to, walk through it. That is their job. But as Africans, we don't want to hear about it. We don't want to hear about it. So let me know some of your thoughts on how Africans can better cope with depression and anxiety, guys.
Do
Any
you know that even the government, I'll talk about Ghana because I'm from Ghana. Do you know that mental health facility, the government don't even provide the best amenities they have to? I mean, you go to mental health facility, it's so nasty. Like, I don't know why they are not taking that part so serious.
Yeah,
They always cry. That part, they always cry. They don't have this, they don't have that. I mean, oh God, Ghana. I'm talking about Ghana. So I'm from Ghana. So because Ghana, they
yeah,
don't take mental health so serious. They don't take it serious. Hmm. They don't take it serious because that's why
yeah,
they don't even know what is it to be depressed. They don't even know. Like, they don't care. They
yeah.
don't want to know. They thought
No,
it doesn't even
they don't
exist.
want to.
It's normal thing. They will tell you it's a normal thing. I mean, it's normal. It's normal. That's our term over there. It's normal.
Exactly. And I'm happy you shared your experience with when you have that's a normal thing that happens here to majority of, I'm telling you, one time I was really depressed. It weighs you down. I had to seek because I was so depressed to the point where, I talked about it in one of my earlier videos on this channel. You know, I will sit on this chair, I will look at the window, the sun will come on, the night will come, the daylight will shine, the night. I was just on that couch the whole day. It was, even I was so embarrassed because even to take a shower, that was how bad it was. Then I started thinking, like, imagine trying to express how you feel to somebody, and they don't even want to hear that, like, get over it, so they're like, get over it, like, forget about it, but there are people that are there to listen. It doesn't have to get to that point where, like you said, get wet naked and walk out the door, you know. So there are people you can talk to. There are people that you can talk to, Let me see in the comments. It's all Africa. My Nigeria is something. Ike says the thing is they don't even know what it means for someone to be depressed, And that's so true, Ike. Hope, I just wish that there is more awareness to that, and people should not make fun. People, gosh, Africa. People make fun of, people that are, have mental illness. Some of them were born like that. It's just really sad that there is not enough facility, because some of those are well controlled with medications. I've seen people taking medications that if they told you back when they were on the streets, that they could be like the way they are, the medications help, but people don't want to hear about that, or consult or whatever. So they instead fall on the wrong side of the medication, which is just taking drugs. With the drugs now, that's just another level of mental health right there. So yes, we just need to bring awareness in our African community. We just need to talk about it more, and for people to be open, that it happens. Depression happens. There's mental illness, there's anxiety. People are dealing with a lot. I know everybody is dealing with a lot. If you don't have the time or the patience to listen to somebody, direct them where they can get help if you can, and we should just learn to love each other. It's so hard. you know I don't know if you watch the game, if you're watching the African Nations Cup, but Cameroon, of course, our country lost yesterday. We're trying to get to the finals. We lost. So the guy that missed the penalty, oh my god. He needs, only within 5 minutes of the game being over, all kinds of insults has been put out there. Like, people have time to go to their computer and insult somebody. I don't really know how. And you are contributing to that person's depression. Imagine waking up and seeing all these insults on you. What do you expect the person to do? The person will be happy, or what do you really expect the person to know that, okay, you've insulted them? Somebody can just walk out to the street and they get hit by a car, and they say, oh, that's another case of, but we also as a community, contributed to that. So, yes, guys. Josie, are you still there? Let me see. Anyone can join. Let's talk about how, we can
Yeah,
assist.
I
Okay.
still, yeah, I, the, you know, yes, the awareness, Africa, some of the things, I don't know why they'll go for money from IMF just to tackle that thing. The money will come, they will shift it to different thing. I don't know
Yes.
what is happening. I don't know why African leaders, they are really, you can't even talk much about this Africa and their leadership. It's something else. I don't know. I just don't know why they don't take mental health seriously. I can barely tell you that most of the people out there who are mad, they are not just mad. Some can
Mhm.
be killed. Some
Yes. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's even through belts, through this like after birth. Some is about marriage issues, which they can cure them, but they will just leave them for them to be on the streets. Oh God.
You know.
I thank God for my life.
Oh my God. I hope your life too. I thank God for your life too, Josie. Thank God. Well, yes, guys. So that's just what we're talking about today. Let me see. Okay. Jenny, do you have anything you want to join the conversation? I dropped the link there.
Who blocked you? Who said he was blocked for 5 minutes? I don't. Nashwo. I don't know. I can't even pronounce the name.
Yeah, I blocked that because it was one of those comments. Those comments that come in like UVG, so I blocked it. Yes, guys. So we're still talking about depression. Estelle, let me see. Let me add. Hello, Estelle. Is your network? Is it better now? Estelle, you're on mute if you're talking, Estelle. So Estelle is joining us. All right, everyone. So, like we all said, mental health, it's a very serious condition. Just like we take care of other health issues, we should also take care of our mental health. So, that's what we're talking today about, especially in African communities where we don't take it seriously. Depression and anxiety is something real. Other mental health, um, diseases, or other mental health issues are also real. So, as Africans, let's not make fun of people going through certain situations. Let's not also be the one to get someone else into depression. Let us try to show love and support no matter what the circumstances. Everyone else already have what everyone has what they're going through. Everyone is going through something right now. So, let's be loving, let's be supportive of one another. Oh, I see Jenny is here. Let me add you to the stream. Hey Jenny, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Sheila. Hi, Josie.
Hello, Jenny.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I think it's noisy here. Let me close the window. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for this topic. Like, I love this topic so much.
Yeah.
I
Thank
so
you.
much love this topic, especially as an African.
Yeah.
I love this topic. So, from what Josie is saying, I think I'm going to continue
Mm-hmm.
from where she stopped, or from where she started, maybe. Yeah, because I agree with what Josie said. Honestly, in Africa, we believe in a lot of things.
A lot.
Sometimes, okay, I remember one woman, a young lady. She gave birth. I think that was her first child, and she was depressed.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know what she was going through, and she couldn't even discuss with anybody. All of a sudden, she ran away. the
Oh
next
my.
thing they said the next thing they said was that she's having mental problem. Maybe it's from her father's house,
Oh.
this kind of nonsense thing that they used to say, that it's in their lineage, this kind
Mm-hmm.
of mentality. And
Yeah.
it's so annoying that a lot of Africans are so backward,
Mm-hmm.
including the younger ones, because I think this should be like a subject or a course
A
in
course.
school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you will see a younger kid, a younger child, an adolescent, he or she will see maybe a mentally deranged person. They will
Yeah.
be insulting that person, and it's not supposed to be like that,
Mm.
if you ask me.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you see someone that is behaving abnormal, you will think that this thing is from their lineage, it is from their grandfather, it is maybe from their forefathers. That's how they used to say it. And it's so annoying and disappointing that you, even learned ones among us,
Yeah.
they will tell you the same thing, that it's in their lineage. So I think it's okay, much better, to start the awareness from primary, from nursery schools, up until university stage,
Yeah.
because it is very, very important to know that not everything is hereditary. Yes, not
Is that
everything is. Yeah,
everything? Yeah. Oh
because they
yeah.
will say that he or she inherited it from their mother. I still remember one woman. I still remember that woman, a married woman. She had many kids, I think about seven or even more. So the woman, I think maybe after she gave birth, I don't know, she's old now. I don't know. I just grew and met the woman. But the thing here is that the woman is, she's mentally deranged. And when her first son, came of age, he started having the same problem. Now they now tagged it that it's in their lineage, that it's normal. Like they saw it as a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of people, like people around, to look for solution to the
Solution.
problem,
Yeah.
yeah, they will
Mm.
target that it's in their lineage. And that's why you keep seeing a lot of mad people on the road
Right.
in Africa, because nobody cares. Honestly, nobody cares at all. Nobody. So that's
Yeah.
what I have to say. The awareness, it's very, very important. In fact, if possible, they should include it in African curriculum,
Yes. Yes.
if
Oh
they
yeah.
can. But our system of education is nonsense. I'm sorry to say this, but our system of education in Nigeria in particular is bullshit. Okay, let me start with
Jenny,
toddlers
in
in
Ghana,
Africa.
it's the same thing, Jenny. Our education, I feel like they don't teach us what we want to know. Do you know that even in Ghana, they don't teach us our history, but we are learning foreign history. There are a lot of history
Mm.
I grew up reading, which we were supposed to be learned in school. They don't. They don't teach
That's
us.
true.
So many rubbish things in school. You know, all these things we should learn from, middle school about mental health and these issues, but they don't teach us. They teach us all this rubbish that we don't even meet in real life.
Yeah, okay. Rosie is in the house. Rosie, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Rosie, we're talking about mental health, how we can how can Africans deal with mental health, growing up, mental health, nobody cares. People are making fun of those dealing with mental health. And, Josie has shared us her experience with depression. I also have, a problem. I had my own depressive state in my life, and it's just here to say that, mental health is a real problem, that there should be awareness about that, and there are solutions about that, that if like even the government could focus on that, you know, it will reduce the number of people that are on the street, and also even most importantly reduce the number of people that take their life, commit suicide just because of anxiety and depression. So that is what we are talking about. Rosie says, oh, glad y'all feel better. Rosie, so I'm going to drop the link. If you want to join us, join us. Thank you so much, Jenny. Thank you so much. You said it all. You said it all. They have to start this from primary school, so that our kids, as they're growing, they should not be making fun of those. They should know that it's a condition, just like how somebody is sick. They are sick too, and if they had the means, and if they had the right proper medications, you know we should not only be focused on the hereditary, or your grandfather had it, your grandmother had it. Depression is something that people live with, every day. And as Africans, as we're growing up, we should, let our children know, if the government won't do it, let's do it for our kids, as they grow up. Don't make fun of this, don't make fun of that. They are sick, they need help. You have to be nice to everybody. So let me welcome some more people in the house. We have Own Your Health with Mary. Own Your Health with Mary. I would really like to hear what you have to say about mental health, anxiety and depression. We're talking about Africans here, but if you want to say anything about any other community, how Africans can deal with depression and anxiety. Welcome On Your Health with Mary. Great topic, sis. Thank you so much. Adorable Mom TV. Africans don't believe in depression. When I had PPD, nobody could help me because they can't understand why I was like that. I have to struggle on my own and help myself out, and it was not easy. You see, that's the main thing that I'm talking about. Nobody wants to listen to you. Nobody cares that you're going through that. At least we should even have people. There should be like a mental health facility where there are people trained like psychiatrists, who are there to help and listen. Like if somebody will not listen in your family, somebody else can listen to you. So uh, I know, and I'm happy that you're strong enough to that you fought through it yourself. Some people don't even have that strength to fight it. They think like taking a bunch of pills and ending their life is the easiest way to go, because nobody wants to talk to them. Everybody's like, deal with it. And thank you so much for sharing that, adorable mom. It's so true in the African community. I see Rosie's. Let me add you, Rosie, so that you can join this conversation. Uh, so,
Yeah, and
welcome,
hope that my network does not
Rosie.
do what it does.
Oh, I hope so too.
But so I really didn't
Welcome.
have anything to say, but on the second thought, I just remembered something and I said to share. When I was in the university, my cousin had a friend. Then they studied together. He was actually her junior in school. So we were just and I became friends with the guy. So I remember then I was in, I think 200 level. I don't know. But one day she just called me that they said this guy's in the hospital. I we needed to see him. Oh yeah, now me and her we went to the hospital. Lo and behold, we are going to psychiatric ward. And if you're Nigerian, you know that psychiatric ward is like, what am I going to find here? I have never been to psychiatric ward. And we
Yeah.
call it psychia in Nigeria. That's the short form. Like in Nigeria, it's just termed like a place for mad people. Do you get?
Mhm.
And going to like a teaching hospital, how teaching hospitals can be big. And I'm
Right.
walking towards the psychiatric ward. I'm like, God, these mad people are going to beat me today. We just term everybody mad in Nigeria. I think
Yeah.
it's an African thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we went there, and I think like that was an eye-opening experience for me, because I got to see these things from another point of view. Now we got
Right.
there, we got the whole story that he was actually playing video game with his friend, and he said just started shedding tears, and he just slumped, and would not open his eyes. No jokes. He was taken to the hospital, and he was on that bed. We're coming to see him every day because he was like a very good friend of ours. We're coming to see him every day. I remember I had exams that period, and he missed those exams because I still had to come and see him that period. So, but I
Mm-hmm.
remember that for 1 week, he didn't open his eyes. His brother came. He wouldn't open his eyes until his other brother had to leave work and come. So he recognized that voice, and he opened his eyes. But for that period where he was closing his eyes, you could always see tears running down his cheeks.
Oh my
Every other
God.
person, his friends, everybody had support around him, but he didn't open his eyes until he had his brother's voice. So now I remember very, very well that in that room, 4 other patients. One of those patients will stand up for over 3 hours. I'm not joking. And
My God.
I think in that room they had people who had like minor cases or something not too serious. But that was the first time I
Mm-hmm.
realized that people who are in psychiatric hospitals are not like, how they see somebody's raving mad, walking on the street naked, how it happens in Africa. Do you get what I'm saying? So from that place,
Mm-hmm.
in a different light, that people can have other mental issues that can be treated in this place. But a lot of Africans don't know about that. So somebody just has a very little mental issue that the person can still remember house and
Your
person to their
network is
house or and
breaking a lot, Rosie.
come to their house every evening to eat, and the person would eat, and the family will still let them go
Okay, Rosie, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you. Let me welcome some people here. Be Yourself Dynasty, welcome in the house. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. On your health, I really want to hear your thoughts on this. If you can join us, if it's possible. Thank you so much for joining. Jenny says hello, Rosie. Adorable Mom says, Josie, thanks. So Estelle, I don't know why I cannot. It's difficult adding you, but yes, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're just talking about mental health in the African community. Oh, okay. Be Yourself says the network is bad. Okay, dear. Okay, on your health. Okay, well, I'm waiting for you to join, girl. I want to hear from you. Yes, Miss Rosie. Yes, Rosie, your network was really breaking. I don't know, but I'm happy that this your network really behaves when you're on live. It behaves. You can be on live for 10 hours. It's behaving. uh, Rosie, can you hear me so that you can continue?
Yeah, I'm going to complete my story. So,
Okay.
y- yeah, so after he got better, right? It just felt like he really that yeah, how his post on Facebook and it just didn't make sense, just didn't come together. And I always tell my cousin that I don't feel like this guy is coordinated up there. You get like I feel like
Yes.
to another because he could just write stuff and he'll be making sense in the beginning and the end. Just be like, oh, oops, you understand? And he kept on going and he started looking slimmer and all that. That the worst part of this story was that I think in August last year, a post went out after his birthday that they were looking for him on Facebook, that
What?
they can't find him. And I've been checking his Facebook for once or twice. I just check once or two times, and they are still looking for him.
Oh my God.
So nobody knows if he's alive. And I'm just hoping that's not how his
Oh my God.
life ended.
Oh, experience. Welcome, Experience Africa. Experience says, where is the link? I'm dropping the link now. Let me drop the link. Oh, welcome. On your hold. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rosie was saying something, but she I don't know what happened, but her network. But anyways, Rosie, you're breaking a lot. So um on your health, do you want to say something? I just put the link experience. We're talking about mental health in African communities, how we can deal with mental health. How can Africans better deal with it?
Hello. You guys
Welcome.
hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Hi, health wise. Wow, that's a very interesting topic actually. When I saw that topic, I'm like, whoa. So it is definitely something that we struggle with a lot in the African community, which doesn't get recognized at all. And that's pretty sad because we find people, I know, like we grew up in a community where we walk through everything so smoothly, right? And I think it's because of the condition in which we grew up. It's because of our countries. It's because of how they tend to ignore certain things in the country. But like currently I'm in Canada and I see what is happening around in the society. And when I compare it with how I grew up and certain things that get people to commit suicide in this way, sometimes it hurts so bad to see that people cannot deal with certain things. To an extent, I give credit to where I grew up because it has made me strong. But then there are certain things that we tend to ignore growing up because of our society, because those things were not seen as something that needs to be considered seriously. And because of that, our kids actually are struggling so hard with that today.
Right.
And that's like you mentioned earlier, that's something that we need to instill in them. That's something that we need to let them know. This thing is not normal. If you hear somebody say this, that's not normal. That's something that you definitely want to be reporting, or you want to try to help that person walk through that situation, because the fact that you can deal with it doesn't mean that you need to ignore others about it.
Right.
And I know here it's more like when you put to bed, I have had people ask me like, because we have like social workers, right, that follow you up after birth and all that. They want to know if you're going through like postpartum depression and things like that. To me, when I had my first baby, it was kind of a strange term to me. And I remember telling the nurse that came to check on me, I told her, you know what, that word doesn't exist where I come from. Like the word postpartum depression, it doesn't exist. And that's because of the way we were raised. But growing in this area and being a nurse by profession, I have seen a lot. And I have come to, they always say when you go to Rome, do what the Romans do. And when you integrate yourself and you try to see India from their own point of view, I have realized that there's a lot that we need to put in place as African descent. There is a lot that we need to consider when it comes to mental health. There is a lot that we need to acknowledge. I'm sorry, I got my little boy here in the background.
It's okay.
Yeah, there's
It's
a lot
okay.
that we need to acknowledge as far as people's mental health are concerned. And we have to start from ourselves. We have to start with our kids as well, because if we train our kids the way we grew up, it's definitely not going to change anything. So mental health is real,
Mhm.
and we might approach it in a different way, because we deal with things like I personally deal with certain things that Canadians will never deal with. Like they will hang themselves, they will commit suicide if they go through certain things that I go through. But
Right.
I deal with it in a personal way because I grew up differently from how they grew up. And there are certain things that I ignore. Like, for example, if you open your mouth and tell somebody here, oh, you look so fat, that is a crime. Like, that is a big crime. You dare not open your mouth and say that. And because I grew up in a community where that is normal to say, I just
Mhm.
ignore it. It's more like when people say that, if somebody says that to me, it's more like, of course I know I'm fat. Like, it's just a normal thing because that's how I grew up, right? But now
Right.
growing up in this community and knowing how sensitive it is to people, I dare not open my mouth and say that to somebody. And if I find somebody of my descent, because I find very like new African immigrants, they say that a lot. And I always try my best to tell them, you know what, you're now in a different community. You have to mind what you say to
Yeah.
people because people are so sensitive, and what you say can actually cause a big effect to somebody in a negative way. So you better mind what you say. And I say that to my kids too, because my kids play around with that. And my daughter in particular, like she's 5 years old and she gets so sensitive when she hears that. And then when my son is 10 and he's like, oh, you're fat, you are this, you're that, she gets so sensitive. And that's not what I want. I want her, in as much as I want her not to take those words lightly, I also want her to know that you don't have to get so depressed because of those words. You have to
Yeah.
learn how to
Hmm.
manage them in a positive way because they need to know that, because there's always people in the community that are gonna put out such words to them, but they just need to know how to manage them in a positive way per se. So that's
Yeah.
very important. That's very huge. Like that is an awesome topic. I don't know if I said something, but I know it's something that is very, it's so sad. We are not yet at that level where we consider it as a problem in an African community. But I pray we get to that level one day because it is something very, very powerful that is, especially with the COVID that's going on right now. It is
Yeah.
bad. It is so
It is
bad in our
bad.
community.
It is bad. Thank you so much on your health. You just said it all. You just said it all because when coming from an African community, growing as an African, you better not be depressed. You have to, get out. Before I continue, let me welcome some few people. Silver Rose, welcome, dear. Welcome, Silver Rose. She said hi to the diasporans. Hi, I already said, I know I welcome, be yourself. Thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about depression in African communities. Silver Rose, I really want to hear your opinion. Rosie, sorry we lost you here, but you can join in back. I don't know, your network uh was having an issue. Yeah. So, like you said, on your health with Mary, it's a lot, coming from an African community, like things that we have been programmed to just get used to, like, calling you fat. Okay, yeah, I'm fat. So what? That's something any child on the street in Africa will just tell you that. Like even when my mom came here, she thought it was a compliment. She grew up in that time where if you're skinny, it means your husband is not feeding you. But if you're fat, it means your husband is taking care of you. So she thought it was a compliment. I was like, no, mom, please don't call anybody fat. She's like, oh, I'm like, this culture is different. You know, there are people here, have that overweight. Of course, I am overweight myself. So, but you cannot just tell people that they are fat here. People are very sensitive. And like we were mentioning earlier, there's a lot going on in the world already that I feel like we should not add, like, don't be the one to cause somebody to be depressed. Don't be the one to put somebody in that state where they're thinking about killing themselves. So that is just what we're talking about here. So yeah, Silver Rose, we're talking about depression. I thought I finished. Jenny, where did I stop? Yeah, Rosie, you stopped where you were in the hospital, and well, from that point you were breaking, where the brother came and spoke to him, and he was able to listen to his brother's voice and talk, and just how your mentality changed from you actually being there. you know so Jenny says pressure from African parents is enough to have you depressed. So true. So true. Uh, yes, when you grow up in an African family, it builds you up to be strong mentally, but it's not like kids these days are not built that way. They're built differently. So now, as young parents growing up, like things are changing so fast. So us now to our kids, what are we teaching our kids? Are we, let's give them that awareness not to make fun of anybody, no matter what the person is doing. Don't laugh. In Africa, when somebody falls, people will laugh. Like, people will laugh at somebody falling, and I'm saying I'm guilty too, because I didn't know, because that's what we grew up, seeing and doing, and just we thought it was funny. But when I came over here, abroad, when somebody falls, people are running to help. And that just changed my mentality. Like, now I cannot even laugh if somebody fall. Like, it's like I'm running there to help. And just me seeing how people are running to help just blew my mind. And my mind was like, wow, so people can help somebody in this, stuff like that. So as we're growing, let me add.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm going to try to just finish the story before
welcome.
my network becomes bad again. Before my network becomes bad again, let me try to finish the story. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, great. So I said after that whole situation, he got better. He got discharged. He actually graduated from the university, went to law school because he was reading, studying law then. He went to
Wow.
law school, yes. Now was based in Lagos and all that. But I always noticed that after that stuff, he started losing some kind of weight. You understand? He just looked
Mm,
different, his face. Then secondly, I also noticed that he would post stuff on Facebook and he might be making sense initially, but the ending part might just he would just like as if he forgot what he was trying to say before and said something else. You get?
mm,
So I always
yeah.
told my cousin that I just don't feel like this guy is coordinated up there. Do you get? It feels like something is off. He would want to talk about you and he write like an unnecessary episode. It just didn't make sense. You get? He was now like as if he was blabbing or saying or stuff like that on Facebook. I was just telling my cousin that after this whole hospital experience that he never really got better. I remember I told you guys that first when he was in the hospital they were saying that his mother has this kind of issue and all that. But okay, I forgot to put this out there. The thing that triggered it for him was his parents were going through a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
His parents were
See?
going through a divorce. I think that
See?
was the trigger for him. You get?
Mm-hmm.
That was what
Yeah.
triggered it. The whole divorce thing triggered it for him. So long story short, like said, since August of last year, a post came out on Facebook that they've been looking for him, that he made a
Mm,
call in the morning and they can't reach him. His number is off. They can't find him. They don't know where he is. And it's almost 7 months and all that. I've been going on his Facebook and checking. They've still not found him. He hasn't made another post. So I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know if that's how it ended for him. I don't know because in Nigeria, when you cannot find somebody for 2 months, and I'm sure mortuaries, hospitals, when you can't find someone for like 2 months in Nigeria, that's an issue. So I don't know if he's still alive. I
yeah.
don't know if he made it, but it's since August last
Oh
year
my
and
God.
nobody has heard from him. Nobody has seen. It just really breaks my heart because I experienced this one firsthand, and I'm actually still grateful that I got to. I feel like the whole experience educated me about mental health and how fragile human beings are. That's why when I'm always saying be kind, be nice, people will be like, oh please, you're overdoing this. I'm like, be kind. People are fragile. I keep on saying people are fragile. Be nice to people, be kind to people. I know that your kindness might not stop some kind of depression, but don't be the
Yeah.
reason why somebody thinks, what am I doing in this life? Like you were saying, this is the world because
Mm-hmm.
Shula called me this or Rosemary called me that. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to go off from here. So I
Yeah.
don't scatter the live stream with my crappy network. Thank you so much, guys.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good. Thank you so much, Rosie. Be yourself. I see that you're there. Do you have any thoughts? Thank you so much for stepping up here. What do you have to say? Wait, let me welcome. I think I saw somebody join us. Jackie's Fashion, my sister from Cameroon. Thank you so much for joining us. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. Silver Rose says, I think God blessed me with a thick skin. You are lucky. You are lucky, dear. God bless you. Well, depression is what I can't be. Oh. I know. And the thing is, to some people are strong naturally, like nothing faces them. But some people, They go through a lot. They go through a lot. Adorable mom says, Jenny, you see that pressure of African parents own. It's a long story on its own. Jamie, here toddlers are taught to see physical, mentally challenged kids as part of the society. Yeah, yeah, and that is what we, as growing up, as if the government or the schools won't do it, as parents, we should do it. If we see kids laughing at others, making fun of mentally challenged, we have to really redirect them because it's not fun anymore. Jenny, he has been missing. No one knows if he's still. Oh my gosh, that is really so sad. And a lot of things, like if you're already like having mental health, a lot of issues could trigger it. Somebody making fun of you, somebody. And the thing now is, people don't only make fun of you in your face, they go and put it in public. Like, you sit down only to edit this video, edit videos. I've known how much skills you need and how much time you need to really sit down, take a picture, edit it and put a comment. Like, if you can really sit down just to do that, to criticize somebody, I think you should have a special place in hell. I just,
Yeah,
I feel like, so be yourself. Welcome.
thank you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is a very sensitive topic.
Mhm.
It's a very, very sensitive one because a lot of people are dying of this depression, okay?
Yeah.
It's something that can eat you up. It can make you go insane. It
Mm-hmm.
can make you won't be thinking straight again, okay? Like
Right.
in Nigeria now, because of maybe this the government and everything, the society. Like I have my brother last year that finished university,
Mm-hmm.
and to get a job was very difficult, you know. So at the point it was like, and that if he knows that this is how it's going to be, he won't even bother himself. You
Mm.
get so if Adibin, he don't have people that are always there, talking to him, telling him how he's not the fault, how the society is messed up and everything, he will be depressed. Okay,
Yes.
at some point he was even depressed. That I took it up upon myself. I always talk to him. I always tell him that, oh, you came out with second class upper. You did absolutely well. So
Right.
it's not your fault. It's maybe you go to get a job and they didn't give it to you. That is when you want it. Okay, he stayed like a year plus before he even got a job, and it took God's grace for him not to be depressed.
Right.
When somebody is schooling and you're putting in your best, I'm saying this in our educational aspect too, which I know
Right.
that there's a lot of things that can lead to depression in life, but this is the experience I had with my brother.
Right.
So I have to always encourage him, always tell him how he's got plans that will always come to pass. And maybe God does not want him to get a job immediately. Maybe God wants to, shape him and build him. But I thank God that today he has a job and he's getting more happier, okay? But then he was almost depressed, okay? And sometimes when my mom calls, she will ask him for money and he will just be very angry. He can just go to the room and stay on his own. So because I'm around to always look at his face and know when his mood change, this depression, how it comes is if maybe you have something going on in your mind and you don't have who to share it with. Before
Exactly.
you know it, it
Mhm.
gets to depression. So
Yes.
that's why I used to say that people should be as open as possible, okay? Like me, I'm not a very open person.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in my nature to be very open actually. But this YouTube channel has really helped me. It has helped me to be outspoken. It has helped me to meet people. It has helped me to come and air my views. And I'm noticing that those, tightness is being, I'm beginning to drop all those lack of speaking my mind, because I notice that the more you speak it out, the more it becomes a lesser problem to you. But
Right.
when you have something bothering you and you are with it and it will get to you before you know it, you are already depressed. And people around you, nobody wants to look at your face. Nobody truly cares about if you are happy or not. So
Right.
that's why we are saying happiness is free. You should be able to tell yourself, oh, I don't want to be depressed because of stress. I don't want to be depressed because of motherhood. I don't want to be depressed because of, just name those things that can cause you depression. Tell yourself you don't want to be depressed with those things. Learn to live a happy life no matter what. I used to say that people should not don't your happiness should not be based on people what people think about you. It should be you need to decide that you want to be happy. Because if you say you want to be happy based on what people are around you are saying, or maybe how they want to treat you, that means you don't want to be happy at all.
Right.
Because people can annoy you at any time. Even your husband self, even your wife, people can just tell people that are closer to you, they can tell you things that you go and think about your life. And as you're thinking about your life, you're entering depression. It to be like joke. So we have a lot of depressed people in Africa. That's
Right.
because we don't see depression as sickness. Okay, we don't see it as sickness. It's not part of what people are bothered about. Like my husband used to tell me, well, he used to tell me that in abroad, that when people are depressed, you go for medical checkup.
Yeah.
That they will check you up and then make sure find out why you are depressed, counsel you and all that.
Right.
Here in Africa, nobody really cares.
Mm-hmm.
If you are depressed, nobody even knows. You can't go to hospital now and say because you are depressed, that's why you're coming to hospital. Even the doctor will tell you that you don't have case.
God will laugh at you.
They will laugh at you. They will say it should be a normal thing now. So that's why you see a lot of people are just are just dying in silence. A lot of
Yeah.
people are dying in silence. You have something bothering you, you can't even say it.
You
You
can't.
cannot even say it because there's sometimes when you say it, you will see people around you that will say, this small thing, you reach wetin me I don't pass through.
Mm-hmm.
They will be asking you reach wetin me I don't pass. Do you know what I've passed through in life? Instead of looking at it that we all are different, we all
Yeah.
have different grades. The way we our shock absorbers, shock absorbers are different. Some people
Mm-hmm.
can stand through pressure and it won't be an issue to them.
Right.
They will be very strong. Other people may have the same pressure. In fact, it will just become something else to you. Okay, like me when I remember when I had my babies, I had my kids for via cesarean section. My
Yeah.
first daughter, when I had my first child, I was depressed because of what people were saying. Because of what people were saying, I was so depressed. I was asking myself, I know there's nothing wrong with me. It's not as if my pelvic is tight. So what is happening? Do you understand? It's
Yeah.
not as if it's something that you want to do by strength. Me, I know that I can push the baby now. I you know this one that children used to give birth to roadside. I was just telling myself, and it became a depression to me. I was depressed. I just thank God for my husband. He was the one that was always encouraging me, always talking to me. But because at that point I was so depressed, I wasn't seeing myself like everybody was seeing it. Immediately after childbirth, I have depression as in childbirth. I was just depressed all through. Like for 3 months, I was depressed. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with the child. I wasn't happy with until I have to find happiness. I just told myself, I said, God gave me a baby, a healthy baby that is healthy and strong. I mean, I'm even alive to carry this baby, despite all what I passed through. It really changed my mindset. And
Yeah.
because I decided to be happy, I told myself I want to be happy.
Right.
Nobody can make you happy except you. And
So
just pray that God should give you people that will always encourage you. I'm telling you, there's nothing like having people around you that are looking out for you. There's nothing like that.
nothing. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like that. If it's not my husband, the kind of depression I would have fallen inside,
Right.
maybe by now something bad would have happened to me.
So
But he
true.
was always there, always telling me how God has been faithful, how God has, how that is, he was so encouraging. And that was what helped him to come out from it on time. So a lot of people will find that you will be lost in depression before you know it, BP will set in. Before you know it, health challenges. Before you know it, you have one sickness or the other. Before
Right.
you know it, the person is gone. And then nobody can really talk about how this thing started in the first place.
Nobody. Mm-hmm.
Nobody will be able to tell the story for you. You are the only one that can tell the story for yourself. So that's why now I can tell people, I said, what matters is self-delivery. What is the meaning of self-delivery is when you are healthy, your baby is healthy. That
Mm-hmm.
is what is self-delivery. There's nothing like natural birth to me, oh, nothing. Because
No.
as my children are here now, I have 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot come and take them away from me. I'm
No.
their mother.
Yeah.
I'm their mother. So they know me as their mother, and I'm their mother. So you cannot come and tell me that because it's through cesarean section, they are not my child. I didn't give birth to them natural. It was natural.
It was natural.
You,
Ah,
it was natural, you know. So I'm telling this because this a lot of women have died because of this thing. A lot of women have died because of depression or because of what the society says and think about you. You know, this apart, especially here in Africans, in abroad it's not a big deal, okay? But here in Africans, people easily make you look bad. They easily make you feel weak. They
yeah.
easily want to tell you things that will make you go and start thinking about your life, or maybe start thinking that you are less of a person. I'm
Yes.
less of a woman. I'm not, they are not supposed to call me a woman. Are you a man? Guys. So it's really annoying, but yes, it's happening. It's happening very well. But
It's
I
happening.
thank God that now most people are becoming more civilized. But even at that, there's some parts in this Africa that are still seeing it as an abomination.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of their women are dying because of that. Do you know that the number of women that would have died if it's not cesarean section, a lot of people would have been dead. I'm
So
telling you the truth.
so many. You
A
know.
lot, because then my baby was my daughter, she was 5 kg then. I
Mm-hmm.
was young, and because of thinking, the EDD has come and passed, and I started thinking, oh God, EDD has passed. What next? And the doctor now told me that if they wait till next week and the baby was is not coming, that they will have to, do a cesarean section on me. I started thinking. I was praying, I was doing everything. Before you know it, my next visit, my BP was high.
Yes.
High, 150 something, abi 160 something. You do you understand? So what
Yes.
led to my BP being high? Is it not depression? Because I
Okay.
was thinking, I don't want people to say, if I used to thank God, I say thank God that I didn't lost my baby, because I won't be able to forgive myself now.
You will
I won't
not.
be able
Yeah.
to forgive myself now. I'm telling you, because if I look at what I did then, I will just deceive myself. I say, am I really the person? Because and that was 2009. But things have really changed now. But
Okay.
when I look back to that time, I'll be telling myself, Adipin is now. Before you even tell me 2 times, I'm already in hospital. I'm already in hospital with my bag. I cannot come and kill myself. Do you understand? But then I was caring about what people are saying. I will not. I just want to be ruled with what people think, what people will say, what they will think about me. But I
Mm-hmm.
just thank God for the kind of husband he gave me. He was so supportive. He was talking to me. Even when I want to feel bad, he would talk to me, and then before you know it, I stopped thinking that way. I
Yes.
stopped thinking that way. But a lot of women, there's one lady that died in the hospital. She lost her baby because of this thing. They told her that she's going to do a CS, and she refused. She said, God forbid, though, that her parent gave birth to her. Why can't she give birth to another baby? Instead of her to go to hospital, and she went to the church, and the
Oh.
pastor said they will be praying for her and make sure that the fact that God will do it. She will deliver like a woman of Hebrew. I don't know what it is, their own how they have to explain what a woman of Hebrew means. To me, a woman of Hebrew is when you are alive, your baby is alive, two of you are healthy and strong. That is when God loves you.
Yes.
So the lady, went to the church. She spent 1 week plus in the church, and she was having labor. She had labor for 1 week, no move, nothing. The child was not forthcoming. Before they have to, when they notice that the lady is already weak, they have to rush her to hospital. By the time they rush her, after having the emergency operation on her, the same operation she was running for, they have an emergency operation on her, and she lost the baby. The baby was the baby boy. That's when I know they said baby boys don't usually have patients like girls, as when they are in the womb. You can easily lose a boy than a girl child, you know. So I don't know how
Yes.
true
Yeah.
that is, but that's
I
what they
know.
said. Yeah. So that is how the woman lost her baby, and few days the woman died. So the husband was just running around like a mad person, because even the pastor sef that kept them in the church, the man, this he go to his house. He later left. So I think we need more awareness. We Africans need to do more. We need to do more. I thank God for this YouTube channel because it's giving us platform. It's giving a lot of people platform to come and share their stories. And it's also helping other people to learn as well. It's
Right.
helping people learn as well. A lot of people have improved because of the YouTube. I'm telling you. People are
Yeah.
learning every day. So learn to love yourself. Appreciate yourself. If you don't appreciate yourself, nobody will appreciate you. You need
So
to appreciate yourself first before people around you will start seeing your value. If you devalue yourself, that is when depression sets in. If you want people to be the one to keep making you happy, that means you don't even want to be happy in the first place. Because our day-to-day activity, the stress that comes with it, the stress that comes with businesses, motherhood, the traffic here in Lagos and everything. If you don't want to be happy, you will just be depressed. Depression will now bring out all sickness, various type of sickness in your body. And these
yeah,
are the things that would have been avoided had it been you were not thinking a lot, or had it been you loved yourself the way you were. There's
exactly.
something I always say, everybody has a but in their life. Nobody is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is perfect. You can say, oh, this person is beautiful, oh, but she's short. This person is beautiful, oh, but she don't have a good voice. Her voice is not sweet, but she's beautiful. This person is tall, oh, but is so ugly. This person is this, oh, but your teeth is not set. There is nobody that is complete. Everybody has a but. Everybody has a lapses. So, but you need to learn to love yourself the way you are. Love
Right.
yourself the way you are. Like when I started the YouTube channel, I used to tell myself I don't have a beautiful voice. That was when I started though. But now I love my voice the way it is. If
No,
people that love my voice, they will like to watch me. If you
yes.
don't love my voice, please look for people that have a small voice. So, but it was a problem to me when I was starting, okay? Because when I watch other people, how they do, oh, hello guys, welcome back to our channel with a very nice voice. I'm telling myself, oh, is this your voice? You and my voice has really improved now. My voice
It,
has improved very well. My
yeah.
voice has improved, but that's when I know that practice makes perfect. The more you say, the more you start improving yourself. But initially, I wasn't finding it fun. I don't like listening to myself. I don't when
Right.
I'm editing video like this and I'm listening to myself, I'm like, oh my god.
Especially when you're editing your videos. You're like,
Yes. I don't like listening to myself. Okay? I don't like it. So but I need to tell myself, I need to love myself first before people will love me. If
right.
my voice is not good, I need to do it. And you see some people will be telling me, oh, you have a nice voice. I will say, so people like this voice like this. So that means you can't be perfect, you can't be complete.
Yeah.
But you just need to love your imperfection. Love
Right.
your imperfection. Appreciate your imperfection. Carry it with pride. God that made you like that, He knows why He made you the way He made you. He knows why He did that. So you should not be the one to use your hand and belittle yourself. Because when
Right.
you start caring about what people are saying to you and how they are feeling about you, it makes you belittle yourself. It
So
makes you, and once you belittle yourself in life, depression sets in. And God is not always happy with you when you belittle yourself because He made him, He wonderfully and fearfully created you.
right.
Anything, anyhow He created you, that is how He knows that it will fit you. That is how it will be good for you. That is why He made you that way. So for you to come and tell yourself, I'm not good enough. So you're trying to tell God that what God created is not good now.
So good. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what you're trying to do, and God won't be happy with you. But when you're happy with the level, as you're happy with the level you've gone in life, some people will tell you, that is it not my mate that is driving cars? Is it not my mate that is doing this? I'll ask them, what about your mate in the mortuary?
Oh
What
my.
about your mates that are dead? It's true. Some of your mates are not alive to even tell their story, and you are alive, and you are not appreciating for the fact that you are alive, and you are even worrying yourself. But you don't know that when there is life, there is hope. Once there is life, you can achieve a lot in life. You can achieve greater than what you think you can achieve. Just be alive to achieve those things. So
So
when you are always comparing, you want to look for things that will depress you. Maybe when you look at your achievements, you look at your age, you look at where you are in life, that is not your plan to you guys, it's not your plans, and then you find yourself there. Before you know it, you start thinking, before you know, you feel you are not doing well. You are doing well. Appreciate yourself. You are doing well. Everybody has different destinies. I used to say it because sometimes, okay, let me take for instance, maybe I'm praying that God should give me a car. And God knows that if he give me a car now, that car is going to kill me, or maybe I'll have an accident and die. If he gives me that car at the moment, God will not delay it a little, because he's the one that sees everything. He knows everything. He knows you from beginning to the end. He knows you more than you know yourself. So God can just delay it a little for your own good, but you wouldn't know. You will be thinking that, oh, upon all my effort and hard work, it's not working. It is working. You don't know the plans that God had for you. That's why I just made a video about my God's plans versus my plan. Okay? Because most times things don't go the way you plan it. But if you allow God to direct you, you will enjoy your best life. You will enjoy your best life. So that is how it is. So I just pray that we all learn to be happy, find happiness in you. Be happy first before another person will make you happy. You need to be happy for yourself. Once you are happy, every other person happy is secondary. Any other person that wants to make you happy is on top of the one you are already. Tell yourself, I want to be always happy. If you see something that will make you depressed, if you can talk to somebody about it, talk to somebody about it. If you can come out and do a live stream, come out and do a live stream. People will come and encourage you. Before you know it, you will laugh. Before you know it, that one has left you. So instead of you to carry it in your mind, you feel you can settle, you can solve it on your own. Before you know it, depression will set in. And depression kills more than disease itself. It kills faster.
Oh yeah.
Because to you, you feel, oh, I'm healthy and so. It's just that I'm thinking. It's just that I'm depressed. I'm worried.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, worrying is a sin.
Oh yeah.
Worrying is a sin. So that is it. Just read the comment. I see there's plenty comments.
Yes, yourself. Thank you so much for this. And let me welcome Miss Mommy Adero is in the house. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you for joining us. Jenny, have faith in God. People should have sense. This same story is why one man, lost his wife and baby. So true, so true. With this, that's why we are having all this, just to raise awareness. And I just hope that our society, the society that we want our kids to live in, will be a better place.
Amen.
All this knowledge that we have, we can pass it on to them. Then
Exactly.
better society, where you will not be judged how you're a woman by the way you give birth. That's just wrong. And just losing a child just because you wanted to. I know I heard that thing when I was pregnant, but I did not even care all those things, those things.
You did.
When the doctor came and told me my child was not breathing, we're doing a C-section now, I was like, where do I sign? He was trying to, because I think he has gone through many African women. So he started going through one angle, and it's a white doctor. He was try to convince me that it's important. I'm like, where do I sign?
Okay.
Trying to convince me. I think he has seen it, that he has convinced so many, African women or black women or whatever about this, So I was trying to prepare. I was like, oh, that is not breathing. You're wasting my time right now.
Exactly.
I just signed the thing, and then that was it. We went in there, and
You see, and most doctors there, they are very supportive, very, very supportive.
Yeah.
Some doctors there in Nigeria, where I'm located, I thought when I gave birth to my first baby, I went to a hospital where I've registered and done everything. But because of the way the doctor is always trying to tell me how risky it is and everything, I told my husband, I'm not going to that hospital again.
Yes.
He should eat the money and eat everything. They should take. Let me look for a hospital where they will encourage me.
Yes.
Do you understand? So a lot of doctors are not doing their work. They are not doing what they are supposed to do, because they are the ones that will put fear in you.
Mm-hmm.
They are the ones that will let you know how you're not. It's not our culture to do that.
Oh my God.
Some of them are very supportive. Like some of them they will encourage you. They will tell you things to do. They are very, very supportive. But some of them can really make your BP self to go to the high level. And some nurses are like that also.
Oh yeah.
So anytime I'm pregnant, if I register in the hospital and I look at your countenance, I don't need discouragers in my life. I will just leave the money and everything, people should eat, no problem, take. Let me look for a better place where
Better.
they will help me and encourage me. So that is why it's as if people abroad, they have better knowledge
Yeah.
and everything, because the doctor will even encourage, oh, there's not a big deal, it's just to save you. They will explain it well to you.
Yeah.
It's just to save you and the baby. Everybody will be fine. Even the nurses, everybody will just be encouraging you, trying to help you. But I thank God, Sha, that things are really improving now. Things are really improving now. Most of our doctors here in Nigeria, most of them do travel out. And
Yeah.
anytime somebody travel out and come back, you have a better mentality. That's what
Mentality.
I noticed. You
Mm-hmm.
have a better mentality, because why my husband was always encouraging me there. He has been in the UK for years before
See?
he came back. So he'll be like, that what I even say, now in abroad, they give birth to children too. In fact, nobody cares to know how you give birth. Everybody wants a healthy baby for you. What is the problem? And the baby
Nobody.
was asking me, say, what is your problem? Is it that there's no money to pay the hospital bill? What can you, okay, now tell me, what is the problem? I told him, I said, I don't want to have this baby 3 6. I said, he will talk, talk, talk. The man said, I worry him that time. He will talk, 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 talk. He will preach, preach, preach. But I thank God that
Thank
he's
God for.
now a past tense.
Just imagine
And
that you had a husband that believed in that natural birth. Just imagine the stress
I
that.
would have lost that baby, because my baby was 5 kg. I would have lost her, and I would have lost my life, sef, because my BP also was high.
Exactly.
My BP was high. My baby was big. So there's no how I would have given birth to that baby, and I was so young then. There's no how. But the baby was so big, and my BP was high. So I
Yeah.
try as much as I can to create awareness to anybody around me that cares to hear.
Yes.
Anybody around me that cares, because I made that mistake. I made that mistake. I would have. My daughter now, she turned 12 November last year. And when she was in her birthday, I was so happy, because I was even crying. I just remember, I said, so I would have lost this beautiful girl
Oh my God.
because of what people are saying.
People
So
are saying.
yes, and I remember that the lady that died also and lost her child. I just started thank you. I said, thank God. I thank God for not even looking at my stupidity. I say, God, thank you for loving me. Even when I'm not perfect, you just love me that way. I'm telling you, just the mercy of God.
It's the mercy
So
of God.
that is it.
And like we're talking today about depression, Mariama, thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about how Africans can deal with depression and anxiety because, growing up in Africa, there's no such thing as depression. Welcome, welcome, Milka. Welcome so much. Hello, Shula and everyone. Thumbs up done. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And what you said, be yourself, like that is the key. If you have a supportive system, like
Exactly.
husband, and you mentioned about your brother too, you were there for him. Some people
Yeah.
need someone that can be there for them, and us in the African community, if you come with your problem, like everybody has problem, is that what you're worried about? It's like
Exactly.
shoo away. And then you go now to this place where you don't want to talk to anybody about it because nobody will listen anyways. So you just lock yourself up, and then that's when you give room now for the devil to start messing up with your mind. How about I just end it all here? Nobody will even miss me, nobody will even care for me, stuff like that, because you have gone out there, nobody is there for you, and you start thinking of ways to just end it all. And still
Yeah.
thought, in your mind going, you can be crossing the road and not even thinking, and a car hits you and you're gone. Just because, there was nobody there to actually sit down and listen to you, or you and the person just talk over it and, kind of air your thoughts, so we're just trying to bring awareness here, as young Africans growing up, that there is depression and anxiety. If you cannot be able to help someone, at least direct them through the right channel. And also, if you cannot help them, don't mock them, don't laugh at them, or don't belittle their problem, or because you have a thicker skin. Some people are strong, some people are just normally, but some are not. And I'm saying this because now, before, people were not, as we know, people were not committing suicide. But now, the rate at which Africans are committing suicide, especially in abroad, where it is really like everything is within your means to do it, it's just too much. It's just too much. So, as Africans, we should try to be there for one another. So Estelle, Family TV, you're still here. I see that. Thank you so much. Greetings.
Hello, sis.
Okay, I already welcomed you. Okay, Mariama says, "God's blog is my host." Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
So that's what we're
So
talking about. Mhm.
yeah. So I think I've done a little bit justice to the topic.
You have just put it, yes, you have done it. And we're about,
Yes.
I was trying to do this in 1 hour, but at least, it's gone into,
Oh, okay. Okay, because I just want to attend to my kids. But
okay,
let me just drop the it again. Love yourself. Love yourself. Always be happy with yourself. Be happy with the little achievement you have. When
yes,
you are happy with the little you have, God will give you more.
more,
But when you don't see your small achievement, you won't be able to achieve more. Because
right,
you have to show appreciation for the little one you have before you get more. That is it. That is the principle of life. So, and always tell
yeah,
yourself, Rome is not built in a day, it's a gradual process. Always remind yourself how you are doing well. Remind yourself how your imperfectness, you love
yeah,
yourself with all your imperfectness. Don't allow people to come and talk to you because of you are imperfect. Let them know before they even insult you, let them know that you are imperfect. You are working towards perfection. There is nobody that is perfect. All of us are still imperfect, working towards perfection. Learn to bring out the best in you. Always remember that being yourself brings out the best in you. Bye, everyone.
be yourself. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's your name. It was, first of all, it was so hard for us to get your name right.
yeah, yes,
It makes so much sense that nobody can even forget it.
yeah,
And then pronouncing it so
yeah,
everybody is getting it.
yeah, exactly. Yes, sis. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much. I have to leave now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. So, thank you guys so much. Mommy Salito, thank you so much. We're going to be ending this live stream. Greetings. Estelle, Mommy Salito is greeting you. Jackie says, hi, Mariama. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining us today. Mommy Adeo, Estelle is greeting you right back. So this was really a wonderful topic, and I'm glad we're bringing awareness to depression and anxiety in the African community. And I pray that us growing up should be able to educate the younger ones so that they can grow up in a better community. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.